Oh, geez, it is recording. Okay. What is up, people? Punk DJ 2234. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. You guys don't care. So, what I got is a deck profile, I guess, is what they're supposed to be called. I've never heard called them that. I usually say deck reviews. For my Ghostricks deck? Sure. Let's go with that. For my Ghostricks deck, it's running Ghostricks cards out of the World Super Starter. I know tomorrow actually is the pre-release for Crossover Souls. It's the pre-release. It's a sneak for Crossover Souls. Going to go to that hat. I might do a video on what I get for after, so I can start putting more content up, since my last video was posted, I don't even remember when. Reason being for video content being so crappy from me is primarily because I just don't do it half the time. Actually, that's not completely true. A lot of it is because stuff in life lately, and the fact that my last video was 2 years ago. So that has a lot to do with the fact of school, starting up college and whatnot. So you guys probably don't care too much. So we're going to try making content again. I've got a lot of stuff to actually go and try make content. I'm going to try eventually doing some game content and whatnot. Probably Heroes of the Storm, since I got into that and whatnot. Other MOBA games. But until then, I'll just stick with my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. So this is the Ghostricks deck. So 1 Ghostricks Mary for your search. I only have 1, and you only actually need 1 in this deck, really. She takes up 2. There's enough other search in the deck that Mary by herself, running more copies of her, it takes up too much, because you're not using the level 1 engine. You're not trying to go into the level 1 exceeds. You're not going into Dalhot or anything like that. So it's only 1 Mary. That's all you need. Yukino. Yukino. Ghostricks Yukino. Your opponent swings into her, you force her, and she dies. You're going to force the monster into face-down defense position. You're going to probably actually force that on your opponent by swinging into them after you flip her or you normal summon her. That way you can force them. You go and flip her. That way you can get her effect. Yada, yada, yada. Force them into the face-down defense position. And it's a lock in the face-down defense position. This actually, what I would say this is a Ghostricks lock deck. Is my best example of what the deck wants to try doing. So we do have a Ghostricks Witch for more. Just, I'm going to try and lock your stuff face down. I'm not going to let you have it face up on the field. Whole point of that. We have 2. I'm pretty sure. Yep, we got 2 Ghostricks Nico Samaras, whatever. We're going to call her Cat Girl, because that's what the Japanese translation is. It's Cat Girl. That's what that word actually is Cat Girl. So, 2 Cat Girls. Use her primarily for getting the face down. You can get the face down. And also because you're running Succubus, which I'll go into the extra deck when I get to that. You're running rank 2s, so you want to be able to, yeah. Next is Mummy. Ghostricks Mummy. Flip, get an additional normal summon. Simple as that. 0 defense, 1500. He's actually one of the best. He's actually one of the biggest monsters in your main deck, and Stein is actually the biggest, and I'm pretty sure Stein is next. Right on. So Stein and Mummy are your biggest. You're going to use them with Ghoul, and you're going to get the attack boost. Stein, when he does damage, lets you search one of the Ghostricks spell trap cards. You're going to be searching for the trap cards. You'll see that when I get to those in the deck. 3 Ghostricks dolls. Doll is because you flip her, you get her effect during the end phase. You do lose some things with Doll because you're running Succubus as a main card in the deck. So you do end up losing out on some stuff because of Doll's effect. Heck, the force everything face down when she flips. So you have to be careful when you activate Doll, and you have to really hope your opponent's not going to force your flip on Doll. Even if they do force the flip on Doll, which isn't likely because you are running the field spells, or you're running a field spell, so it's not as likely that you'll see Doll get forced, but she's there to give you a little bit more control, which the deck needs. Next is Ghoul for that big attack, because the deck runs so many small monsters. Like 1600 is your biggest attack in the main deck because of Stein. You're going to use Ghoul with Alucard or Mischief or Angel of Mischief, and you're going to boost their attack, and you're going to swing into your opponent direct, and it's just going to cause mayhem for them. Next is Jack Frost, because you need some more control. You want to be able to force your opponent's cards face down, because any direct deck damage you need to be able to stop. That's where Jack Frost comes in. So I'm not running the Lanterns because I didn't see Lantern as good of a pickup. Instead, I saw Jack Frost as the better pickup for it. So you run on that. Next is 3 Jinshin. Your primary search engine of the deck, because of how I'm running it, it's a rank 3 engine, and for the most part, it's trying to go into your rank 3s. You're going to be searching as much as possible with this guy. You're going to abuse him as much as possible with all your flip effect cards. So, really nice search. And the saw. Next are spell cards. So, 1 Rakeki, because it blows everything up on your opponent's side of the field. 1 Book of Moon to get rid of annoying cards that have face-up effects. You force them face down, even though you're going to be doing that with Doll and a bunch of the her monsters. It's just, yep. Allure Darkness for draw. There's your only field spell in the deck, like for Ghostricks, is Ghostricks Museum. I'm running Museum over the other two because the other two who actually cost you a little bit more. This one, because of the force on the face down, and because that's where you want your opponent's monsters being, because of Alucard. So you want to try forcing as many things face down as possible. The downside to running Museum is you are trying to go into Succubus as well. And Succubus has the nasty problem of you needing to have a face-up Ghostrick card to be able to use her right. So that's the only real issue there. Foolish Burial, because you want a little bit mill. Double Pot of Duality for her more search. You're not special summoning like a lot, so the cost on that doesn't hurt you. Trip MSTs, because I believe MST is an amazing card right now. Even though it looks like in the current format, a lot of the decks are not running overly amount of back row. They are still running a good amount of back row, so definitely I always main 3 MSTs, because you never know when you're going to need them, and they just, first game you can always screw people up with them oh so nicely. So next are traps. You got your 1 bottomless. You have Gravity Bind. Even though we have Exceeds now, it still shuts down stuff. It really screws up Necrofts I've seen. You flip a Gravity Bind and they can't attack, but then again, they have enough other crap that they're able to do and bounce stuff around and whatnot, so they don't care too much. So, but it just kind of slows some of the decks down, which is the point. Ghostricks Scare for the force face down. Round it goes for the force face down and for a little bit more protection. Vanish for the protection of your cards. And then, the best card in the deck. Ghostrick Break. Definitely a really nice card because it can set up for Alucard or for her succubus really easily. He would or you can go and resummon out your other monsters and whatnot. And because Mischief Angel, I'm going to say it right now, Mischief Angel is pretty much the main card in the deck. You're going to go into Mischief Angel to deal out the most amount of damage. So now we'll go into the extra deck. 3 Alucards. Like I said, 3 Alucards. Because Alucard is the boss. And he just destroys so much stuff when you're forcing him face down. 3 Angel of Mischief, because why not? She also does so many good things, especially with our wonderful friend here. Boom. Number F0 Utopia Future, who I can take 2 Mischief Angels, overlay over into Utopia Future, and he is overpowered because he now has 10 XYZ material on him for some strange purpose, because Mischief Angel lets you stack XYZ onto her as long as it has a Ghostrick in its name. As long as it is a Ghostrick card, you can stack it onto Mischief Angel. Then when you have 2 Mischief Angels with, like, I don't know, 4 XYZ material on between the 2 of them, or not 4, I'd say about 6 material between the 2 of them, overlay into Future, and game win. Well, not necessarily, but it's definitely a nice play. 1 Dowser Magician, because I run so many low exceeds, and you're constantly trying to overlay into something bigger, or over top of them. Slacker Magician, because why not? Dante, because I couldn't think of what else to do with my 2 Dantes, so I'm running one of them here. Wind Up Zenmans. I said I was running the Succubus because, damn, that card's awesome. I love it. It's so cute, ain't it? She's so cute, and that light from my camera is glaring all over her. She's so cute. There it goes. Focus. So cute. So tired. Looks like just amazing. And Dial Hard, obviously, Ghostricks. And that is the extra deck. That is the main deck. That is my Ghostrick deck. Fear the cuteness, because it's Ghostricks. And, yeah. It does okay in the current meta. I went to a local hole and played against... I can't really say anything. I played against Telenites. And if it wasn't for what I'm running side deck-wise, this deck would probably have died really fast. But side deck, I'm running the Light Imprisonings, and I'm running enough stuff to just completely shut down something like that. So, yeah, that's my Ghostrick deck. Let me know what you guys think. And I'm going to definitely be trying to put out more video content in the weeks to come, in the months to come. Definitely have the ability to, and soon I'll have a better computer to be running game content off of as well, so I will be trying to do that. Yeah. And man, I really need to come up with a new catchphrase or something. I don't remember what I used before. Peace out, I guess. See you fools later.